Age 18 to 22, residency issues, couldn't work, regular job, had to do 4 years plus random temp construction labor, minimum wage jobs. And since 18, all life on own, finding own places, no fam live with. And 7 to 8 years, 2014 through 2021, license taken, 7 years catching city buses to random houses. And dissed, played a long way, and smoked tobacco, stressed the entire time with the catching buses, and dissed over 5,000 times, and moved states 5 different times through each on own, chasing love and family, 5 different state moves, restarts, end up played with the 7 years catching buses and temp construction labor jobs all throughout and played. Now finally overcome a story, staying put, got my license reinstated in car, and working 40 to 50 hour work weeks and quiet typing 50-hour work weeks in car, chasing my purpose and grind. What's up, what's up? It's Sunday, June 11th. This one is mostly geared towards women, but anybody can listen or chime in. Happy Sunday. It's June 11th once again, and I'm going to try to say as much as possible in as little as possible and as quick as possible. I did manage to thankfully squeeze in an exercise, a workout, not too long ago. I know in the previous videos, I was mentioning some grind things, obstacles overcoming. I mentioned some things from the past, 7 years, 10 years ago. About a couple years had to do construction, like temp construction labor and so forth. But I just was putting that there, trying to overcome, grateful, squeezing the workout today, clean the car out, wipe the car down, and just pushing and work stuff like that. This one is, like I said, mostly geared towards women. One thing I noticed, for example, is so you got different types of media, you got different types of content stuff nowadays. So and one thing I was thinking to myself is, how do women feel as far as if content coming from women, and how do women feel content coming from men? And one thing that I noticed, or that I kind of feel based on comment, based on the audience, is that it seemed kind of like women kind of don't really take so well to the content as much from women, but it seemed like with men, similar, like they'll take it, but they kind of like shrug it off, kind of be like, oh, not say anything, not comment, shrug it off, but deep in their mind might actually, sure enough, do kind of take some kind of note, or think about or consider what was said. And one thing real quick, just for example, I do want to say, I'm on that grown part of my life wise. I've seen many things, so forth, as have many of you. I really, years ago, cut out profanity for that most part. I really tried to cut out being upset on a regular basis. Take this how you want to, but do consider to just not be so upset. I'm noticing over the years, and over a certain period of time, I notice women tend to just be upset easy. Take it how you want, but over the years and over a period of time, I notice women is just so upset. And it's kind of sad, because it's like you might have someone like myself who 99% of the time I try to turn something into a joke. 99% of the time I try to turn something. I make the most funniest comment, the most hilarious, perspective, like the way my mind thinks. So take this however, but really consider, you know, watching. I don't know if you gotta watch some comedy specials. Definitely check out Dave Chappelle. Check out some genuinely hilarious, goofy, even kind of content. Just you know, go to parks. Make a parks list. Write some. I don't know, but just really over the years, I've been seeing some angry. Like I'm talking about on a daily basis. I'm talking about if you sneeze wrong. I'm talking about anything you say, anything wrong, and you could be joking. You know that type of person, that type of woman, that type of person who no matter what kind of joke, 90% of the joke, and they just take it upset. But then you go to chat with other personality type people, other personality type women, and you'll notice a difference. You notice that they laugh more. You notice that they joke back or laugh back, or at the least not like angry. Over the years, I've seen notice some angry, like if you using profanity and you ready to end it all the time and you every other week, these are the kind of things, and you'll see yourself alone time and time again. You'll see yourself turning mid 30s, 40s, mid 40s, 50s, mid 50s, 60s, mid 60s, and you'll see yourself alone. You see yourself, and you're not really realizing that if you really sit in a room and put down the cell phone for even just a little bit, you'll see that sometimes, in some ways, it's probably you. Sometimes, in many of the ways of it that got you alone, you played a big part in it, and you could have did something. You could have been a little less angry all the time. There's no need to be angry. You see me, I'm smiling right now. I mentioned, everything, like I said in the other video, for example, 7 to 8 years catching buses, all different kinds of people, catching the buses, 5 year construction, temp, minimum wage construction labor jobs outside, warehouse jobs outside, minimum wage and stuff like that. And, so that's one thing I want to say. Another thing I want to say is, for example, with me, and I think in the case, sometimes women, you got some men who don't have no family nearby, don't have no kid yet, or if they do have a kid, the kid might be, somewhere else, in custody. No family nearby at all. You got some men that's like that, and women, what I want you to see is sometimes when you start dating men that's in that situation, you talking to a man who is literally so so concerned and in fear of being alone, don't have no family. He, like myself, don't got no fam nearby, that I see each day. I don't see nobody but myself and these walls and my car and my job 3 weeks, 4 weeks in a row straight. That's all I see is myself, the car. So what happens is, if you talking to somebody like that, really what myself or what men like that is going through is that we feel like we don't want to be alone. I'm trying to find a girl that I'm quick to think that anybody gonna leave. I'm quick to think that she gonna be like how my family's not nearby right now, or how I don't have any kids. Like I'm I'm all like me in fear of being alone. So for example, you gotta be cautious to not say to not drive off, or to not be like, I don't know if this is gonna work. I don't know if this is gonna work out. Oh, I'm gonna drive off. Oh, I don't know. You know, try to show signs of committing, because really at heart, it's not that that man wants to keep a bunch of friends, wants to keep female friends, or wants to whatever that you try to say whenever that y'all break up, or you drive off or whatever, and then he goes talk. It's not that he's cheating type or disloyal type. It's that he's literally alone as fuck. It's that he's literally scared of being alone. It's that he literally has no family nearby, no one really nearby to really be of anything from him being alone. Like it's literally nerve wracking to be alone. It's scary. You start thinking depression. You start thinking crazy things. You start, doing things that unhealthy things and stuff like that when you alone. So it's not that man like that is disloyal. It's not that he cheat. It's not that he keep friends and want to do any of that. Is that he's just really just not trying to be fully alone. So by you, if you recognize that man is like that, no family nearby, stuff like that, the simple 100% solution is show that committing, show that you're really trying to stay with the relationship, and then be with him, and then from there, one day maybe y'all have kids, and like me myself, that's what I want to see. So if I am shown that if I'm shown that she's actively that we're really actually planning to have that kid a year from now or 6 months from now, and I'm seeing that, that's a man that will lock in. Then, even if y'all have an argument, really just try not to drive off and stuff because you're making that man feel fear, and that's when you have like him, having like friends, stuff like that, female stuff like that. It's really just fear of being alone. So just show that commitment, and that man would be locked into you because you'll be my family, you'll be the family, and I'll be locked in like you never seen. So that's the second thing, like separate from the first thing. The first thing, stop being so upset. For real, if nobody ain't saying it, man, damn, somebody gotta say this shit. Stop being so angry all the time. Smile a little bit, man. Smile a little bit. Go do something. Go juggle a ball, or go running at a park, or go absorb sunlight. These are things that are meant to raise serotonin, stuff like that, make you feel amazing and stuff like that. So, you know, so yeah, man. Like I said, content just really about gratefulness, stuff like that. Um, Clean the car out today, grind mode, stuff like that. So yeah, once again, this is Sunday, June 11, I believe. And yep. So positive things, positive vibes, stuff like that. Because yeah,